I'm Cheyenne Watson.
And I'm Jake McGlumphy. 2022 has seen some big changes here at Bethany College.
The biggest change is that there's a new college president. After 6 years of leading Bethany, Tamara Rodenberg retired from the presidency at the end of 2021. The Board of Trustees appointed an interim president, Jamie Caridi, a veteran of more than 20 years in higher education.
My name is Jamie Caridi, and I have the special privilege and honor of serving as the interim president here at Bethany at this sacred space. And I truly am humbled to be with you this day, and on behalf of the cabinet that's with me, I want to extend greetings.
The Board of Trustees says it will conduct a nationwide search for a new president.
Another top official is leaving the college. Joseph Lane, who's been provost and dean of faculty at Bethany for 4.5 years, will leave at the end of the school year to become senior vice president at North Carolina Wesleyan College.
Another change is that there are 2 new majors added to the degree program here at Bethany College. There are criminal justice and international studies, both available in 2022. They join the new master's degree in education that began this school year.
There's a big change that many are glad to see. It's the ending of the mask mandate, and Hannah Hayes has more.
On April 1st, Bethany College lifted their mask mandate across the entire campus. We spoke to students about their reaction to the no masks.
I mean, I really am glad that it's over with in the sense of, like, we don't have to wear masks anymore.
I feel good. It's much different from where I'm from. I'm from Germany, and masks are basically mandate everywhere, like even in the public space if there's too much people.
There are various reasons students are happy about the mask mandate being lifted.
I feel good about it. I think that is good that it's optional, that you have a choice of wearing or not in the classrooms, but being that it's getting warm outside and a lot of places in Bethany is hot, so not everybody's gonna want to wear a mask in class.
As you can see, many of the students are extremely excited about the mask mandate lifted, including myself. For BCTV, I'm Hannah Hayes.
No mask mandate means crowds were able to gather again, so Bethany's annual scholarship symposium was held in person this spring. Stephen Blackstone has more.
After a 2-year break because of the pandemic, the Symposium of Scholarship and Creative Work at Bethany College has made its in-person return. There were no classes held on the day of the symposium, as this day is reserved to appreciate the research being done by undergraduate students. Dr. David Julius is the symposium director.
The symposium is a showcase of the undergraduate research that our students are doing at Bethany. That undergraduate research is really important to a liberal arts education, that it gives students an opportunity to problem solve, to find an outlet for their creative spirit, and I think it's a platform for the sophisticated work that our students are doing.
More than 60 students presented works including STEM challenges for students, what makes a college coach successful in the eyes of a college student, and self-esteem and athletic differences during the pandemic.
Athletes did not feel like the pandemic had any negative effects on their self-esteem, which was really weird to me. But that also makes me wonder if a Division I school might have more significance that way, because a lot of students there go to play sports, where a lot of D3 athletes are here to get an education and fulfill a sporting goal.
But where it gets really interesting is, so on number 11, the phrase says a coach with a 6-6 record, a team GPA of a 3.0, and 100% team graduation rate. The African American students thought that was more successful than the white students, but they contradicted themselves because they had more tolerance for a poor team GPA and a poor graduation rate by themselves.
Students also showed off their art, such as comedy monologues from the drama club to abstract art.
So basically it's just abstract line work. Whatever you see is what it is.
There are also oral presentations, everything from how do Hispanic adults develop fluency in English to how to make the most out of your internship. Dr. Julius is excited for the symposium to be back in person and looks forward to it being bigger in the future. I'm Stephen Blackstone for BCTV.
This year, Bethany continued its long tradition of inviting distinguished speakers to share their thoughts about ideas, concepts, and current events. Among them were Wheeling City Councilwoman Rosemary Ketchum, the first openly trans official to be elected in West Virginia. Bethany's 6th annual Women in Leadership Symposium featured numerous speakers offering advice on achieving personal and professional success, including positive habits for leadership.
The war in Ukraine was addressed by history professor Ian Lanzalotti, who spoke about the origins of the war, while former Moscow foreign correspondent Doug Stranglin talked about its effects.
To many people, the war in Ukraine that dominates the cable news channels might seem like this horrible specter that is largely somebody else's problem. But I beg to differ. It's true that wars come and go, but this assault on Ukraine is what I consider a pivotal moment in the history of the world.
It's not all academics. Student activities are a major part of campus life.
Students get many opportunities to participate in concerts, dances, competitions, and raffles. Recently, the Student Activities Council hosted a concert featuring rappers Fed the God and B.O.B.
Theater students presented the play Radium Girls, the true story of women poisoned while working with radium in the 1920s. The audience was part of the interactive production of performance art known as Cut Piece, first performed by Yoko Ono. And of course, students have numerous sporting events they can attend and cheer their bison on.
Each semester, students look forward to the Moonbeam event, held just before final exams, where faculty members serve students a late-night breakfast. There are also massages, games, and treats available.
There are many groups hosting events that promote networking, entertainment, and other intrinsic benefits.
Hi, I'm Tori Magnotti. On Bethany College campus, Greek life is a huge part of it. The students say you're either involved in a sport, involved in Greek life, and/or both. There are 3 sororities and 3 fraternities on campus and 1 fraternity off campus. Greek life provides many outlets for alumni networking, creating new relationships on and off campus, and the ability to engage like you never have before. Each organization has its own philanthropy. Alpha Sigma Phi's philanthropy is race, Beta Theta Pi's is Augusta Levy, Phi Kappa Tau's is Serious Fun Children's Network, and Delta Tau Delta's is JDRF. The sororities also have a wide variety of philanthropies. Zeta Tau Alpha's is Breast Cancer Awareness, Phi Mu's is Children's Miracle Network, and Alpha Xi Delta's is the Kindly Hearts Campaign. There are several events that the Greeks put on throughout the year. This includes tabling events, fundraising events such as kickball, cornhole, and basketball tournaments. They even team up to do events such as Wingfest. Greek life thrives on Bethany College campus, day in and day out. I'm Tori Magnotti for BCTV.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Brendan Riggs.
And I'm Julian McGee with Bethany Sports News.
There were also some big changes in the athletic department this year. And they started at the top as Jill Wilson was appointed interim athletic director. She was formerly athletic director at Texas A&M Kingsville. She becomes the second female athletic director in Bethany history, as Jan Forsty was the first to serve in the position.
Bethany also has a new football coach for the first time in a dozen years. When Bill Garvey stepped down after 11 years, Bethany hired Brandon Robinson, a former offensive coordinator at Ball & Wallace. He is the 11th head coach in Bethany history. Robinson says he and his wife are glad to return to the Ohio Valley, as he had coached at Wheeling University for 3 years.
There was a big celebration for the Bethany men's soccer team.
3, 2, 1.
The team won the President's Athletic Conference Championship for the first time in 20 years. Frankie Tall was named Coach of the Year in the conference, and the players were ecstatic, especially those who'd come a long way to play at Bethany.
It's an amazing opportunity for me to represent this college, and represent myself, my family, and my country.
Individual honors went to women's basketball player Lindsey Garrison. She was named Newcomer of the Year in the PAC Conference and made first team All-Conference. That after a season in which she broke several records, including the most three-pointers in the game with 9 and the most in season with 75.
Garrison, history in the making. Lindsey Garrison, 65 three-pointers, new single-season record here in Bethany, West Virginia.
That's the sports highlights from this year. I'm Brendan Riggs.
And I'm Julian McGee. Thanks for joining. Jake and Cheyenne, back to you.
Thanks, Brendan and Julian. I'm Cheyenne Watson.
And I'm Jake McGlumphy. Thanks for joining us.
Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, Bethany College TV, for more from campus.